incompletion on second down. From the gun, Williams. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Williams looking to throw on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a return will stop right around the 25.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action now. Vick escaping the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Now Williams throwing on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw. Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. On 2nd and 1, Vick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. Flush to his right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for
right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They will indeed go for it. Vick eluding the pressure right. The open man is Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the gun on 3rd down. Vick. He's got his man. That's Hardman. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
That throw by Vick incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Vick operating on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13, Vick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
To throw on third down, Vick. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And Vick's throw there incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Green brings it in. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. First down, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Michael Vick. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Williams now, throwing again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Anderson. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first and 10, here's Vick. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Vick now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Vick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Williams throwing on fourth down. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Michael Vick toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tonight's final score, Falcons 9, Falcons 7.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And in front of a rocket. Past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Completes it to Dixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Vick eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Vick now from the 50. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Gary. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now Vick on 4th down. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Jackson, there goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K-Wan short. Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Vic readies to throw, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a play fake. Now Vic. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now here's Vic escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. Throwing Vic. And that is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Being chased out left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. From the red zone now, Vick flushed out right. It's caught, Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Vick now. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defense.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Waiting. Check 53.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Wentz. That's complete to Sharp. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. It's a gain of 34. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Vic to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54, Mike.
To throw again, Vic. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To throw, Vic. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Vic to the air again. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
53. Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Wentz. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On the stop was Aaron Donald. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Michael Vick. The open man is Smith. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down now. It's Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man. That's Landry. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Check. 14-82.
Wentz now on first down. Dancing to his left. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, Not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. And he completes it to Cohen. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Again, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Raheem Mostert, 82 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. So quick on the spin.
Oh, he's spinning, man.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Vick. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz buying time to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Wentz flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set. Two to Pittsburgh. Two. Let's get this. Get this. 42 the mark, boy. 42. 42 the mark.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now here's Vick. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That throw by Vick, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Vick. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So here's Vick following the interception. That one complete to Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, Vick. And he's going to go down. He sacked back at the 24. Jadeveon Clowney, his second sack of the night.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short, coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And an alley to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Falcons. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
80 weapons.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Westbrook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the slant.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to go down again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Tannehill. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now they try the right side here. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
30 base. Check. Watch 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Young on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3. Maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Oh, nice move. He'll have a first down past the 40, and finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the set. 47 Mike 47. Let's go. Take left.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. General West. Screen, watch the screen. Right up.
Young. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Young on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, kick by Bryant is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Go now.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Brings up 2nd
Set, 50, plant. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Wahoo! Shoot!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And he completes it to Westbrook. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Tannehill. It's caught. Jones. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 70 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got.
Here's Steve Young. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw is Young. To throw on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, Westbrook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
61, matchbox, right. Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Young. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
They stopped him in his tracks. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
60 or. Hey, box drop.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
I got you. Pass it. Hey, Charlie.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. It's complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Play action, it's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. George Kittle, 33 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. The 30, past the 20, Touchdown, L.A. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 25 yards that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll run on 1st down. Westbrook. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, Tannehill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. 2nd down and goal. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, exit. 37 to Mike. 37. Exit. Ready?
Tannehill. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only... This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20. For when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I got it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd
Great. Leo. 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Go. You don't want on your team. Be
Young now from the 50. He's got his man. It's Williams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the taunts. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tannehill now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Jones has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Tight down. There you go.
First and 10.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Wildville. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully